Hi, everybody. This is Daniel G. Garza, and welcome to Healthy Humor, my show where I bring you a little bit of laughter and a little bit of education. I'd like to introduce my co-host, Alicia. Hi, Alicia.
Hi, Daniel. Petty Daniel.
You know, that might just start sticking as a nickname, and I'll be wearing a t-shirt to this first conference we go to together.
Petty Daniel.
Petty Daniel, give me a taco. How are you, sweetheart?
I am doing okay. I'm feeling good, feeling great. I'm ready for spring to get here. I'm so sick of this cold. I mean,
Why
you're in Cali. You don't even.
Hey, it's raining today. It's raining today.
Oh,
And it's like in the 50s, and it's raining.
Oh my God, 50s, boo-hoo.
I had to layer clothes today.
Oh my gosh, first world problems.
I didn't have the sweater that I liked, so my layering was way off. That people were just pointing and laughing at me.
Oh my gosh, whatever.
I could hardly even sit in my seat and watch the movie because I knew that I looked gross.
Shut up. You are just a mess.
But yes, no, on the day that we're recording this, it's day 2 or 3 of rain. And here in California, we're not used to rain. So it rains for more than a day and everybody just breaks down. The thing that breaks my heart is that for anybody listening, we're recording during the Los Angeles teachers strike. So as we were driving where my boyfriend Christian lives, where I am right now, there's a lot of schools around us. So you see the teachers protesting and striking outside and in the rain and in the cold. It's really,
wow.
Kudos to them. Kudos to anybody who's listening, who's a teacher, and you're here in California, especially Southern California. My hat goes off to you guys.
Well, aren't you just a sweetie pie?
I can be nice when I'm paid to.
Well, I have a question.
Go for it.
Because they must not be paying you that much. But... You know, still a new year, although it feels like it's kind of faded. Like, I feel like people said Happy New Year in the first hour of midnight, and then I didn't hear it anymore. Like, I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah.
But, you know, what are your plans for the new year? I'm not doing any resolutions. I call this New Year, no new me, refurbished to me, which means same me, I'm just a little bit better. You know, just slightly. Same exact me, but I got a new weave. Same exact me.
Priorities,
but I got my nails done.
Priorities.
Right. So
I may be the same person, but this weave is new.
Exactly. You know, I'm bringing in the new year, just refurbished. So what are 3 things health-wise that you plan on keeping the same in 2019?
Okay, well, tacos. Tacos. I would not be me without tacos. To know me is to taco me. Wait, let me think that one over. I don't think hashtagging that is going to be good. Hashtag to know me is to taco me. That sounds a little kinky.
That does sound kinky.
Yeah, in a 70s porno kind of way.
I have a friend, speaking of tacos and kinky, he refers to women. I just want to say this because I have to get this off my chest, Dane. He calls women's vaginas the devil's taco.
Is he gay?
No.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I just had to say that.
Okay. So 3 things health-wise that I'm continuing from last year, right?
Or anytime. Just
okay.
3.
Well, I'll say this first up front. I was being really proactive during the summer. I said, I'm going to get the membership now so that by December, I'm used to being in the gym.
Okay.
So summer 2019, I will have the body that I want.
Okay.
Ask me how many times since last summer have I been to the gym?
Daniel, how many times since last summer have you been to the gym?
Well, Alicia, let me think. Once when I signed up, second when I went for the trainer, but he didn't make it. Yep, that covers it.
Wow. Are you still paying every month?
Well, luckily it's under my boyfriend's plan, so no.
Yeah, I'm giving a $22 donation to Planet Fitness every month as well. I'm going to see if I can write it off my taxes because it's definitely a donation.
Good for you, Alicia, because there's people in third world countries that don't have a gym to go to. Have you ever thought about that?
Listen, I'm so full of shit. Because every time I'm like, you know what? I might as well cancel it. I might as well just pay the $50 cancellation fee. And then my alter ego is like, but you might start working out. Don't cancel it. It's ridiculous.
I'm so glad we live next to each other on Mite Street.
Right.
Right. I might do this.
Right.
I might do that.
Right.
But okay, so to answer your questions, just to say, membership aside, I did start eating healthier at the end of 18. Like instead of tacos all the time, I was doing spring rolls, which is a little healthier.
Okay.
Another health thing that I'm doing is although today was not a good day because we went to a movie and I got this huge soda, but I am watching my soda intake, especially with my ostomy. I always feel a little bloated. So
Okay.
I'm trying to do that. And then third, I'm laying off so much bread. Like we went to Subway to eat, and instead of getting a sandwich, I got a salad bowl.
Okay.
Instead. So no bread, but it's still everything else that was in it. And I was pretty good. So I'm working on it because I hate working out. I don't believe in perspiring or sweating.
Okay.
Or exercising.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. But I want to look good.
Well, you have a dilemma there.
I know.
Because you don't want to work out. You don't like to sweat, but you want to look good.
Right.
So, I mean, not that you look great now, but, if you want to keep that momentum, then you got to do something.
Well, I'm going with hashtag 2019, same as 2018.
Okay. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. Same package, same flavor, same.
Okay.
So for anybody out there, if you bump into me in 2019 and you ask me, so what's new in this year? Nothing really. There's nothing new. It's the same old recycle. What was the word you were using?
Refurbished.
Refurbished, yes. So I will say I'm reusing. I'm reusing. It's like when your mom would wash out the plastic bags. Yeah, that's me. I'm just same bag, same thing.
Okay.
It still works.
If it works, not broken, don't fix it.
I figured I'm going to invest my time in my work. My work has changed in 2019.
Okay.
But me as a person, as a whole, I'm still annoying. I still take lots of selfies.
Yes.
I'm still posting what I think are very inspirational, change the world. I'm the new Oprah on my Facebook. But yeah, no, 2019, same as 2018. There we go.
One thing I'm definitely going to do is continue to advocate. Like, I am just so in love with advocating for any damn thing, to be honest. But what's near and dear to my heart is psoriasis and chronic health conditions. So, New Year, refurbish me. I'm doing the same stuff. I'm just going to do a little bit better. I'm working on a new website for 2019.
Awesome.
And I want to book more speaking engagements. So, again, same stuff I've been doing, just a little bit better.
Well, I guess in that aspect, if I can plug a little bit.
Come on, plug.
For those of you that have been following me for a while, and I'll let our producers know so we can post it on our Healthy Humor page on Facebook. Our campaign, Positively Fearless, through Jensen for HIV advocacy, is going into a second year. And we're all coming back. Guy Anthony, to love, Kamaria, and Robert Braining from Philly. I love Robert. We're all coming back for a second year of advocacy work through Jensen for HIV. And the really cool thing is that my video, which was in English, I think I mentioned this in another show, my videos, which was in English, I was giving the budget to translate it and dub it in Spanish. So when you see the Spanish video, that is actually me speaking, dubbing my own video, which usually is not done. Usually they hire other people to do it.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm really proud of that. So 2019 will bring out that video, which will launch my advocacy into an international level. So I'm pretty excited about that.
I have a question, and this is so random, but this is what this show is about. Sometimes we go off course. And this might be a crazy question. You have HIV advocates, right?
Right.
Why aren't there any herpes advocates?
Herpes advocates?
Yeah.
Huh.
You never meet anyone. And do you think like that will be a thing? Like, is there a need for it?
That's a good question for our Facebook page there.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know that I've ever had anybody come
more
to me.
Taboo or more, I don't know. Like,
I know this is going to sound funnier than it's meant to be. So disclaimer that I am not dogging on any other STDs, but I don't think I've ever had anybody come up to me at a conference and go, "Hi, I'm gonorrhea. I'm syphilis, and we're twins."
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. But,
Yeah.
I don't know. I that was just a random thought.
There are, I mean, as far as I can remember, there are hepatitis advocates.
Right.
Right?
There is. It's 100% hepatitis C advocate.
Right. I remember that. And so there's HIV.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe gonorrhea, syphilis, and we're not allowed in.
Well,
maybe the venue was being protected that day.
No, those don't count because you can get rid of them. I mean, herpes you can't get rid of. So why don't people? It sounds weird to say advocate like for herpes because that sounds like you're like, hey, everyone get herpes.
You get herpes, and you get herpes,
and you get herpes. Everybody get herpes. That's not what I mean.
Look under your seat. There's herpes.
Just bring in awareness to it, you know?
Interesting.
Because it's way more common in my mind. I believe it's way more common than HIV and hepatitis, but
maybe we're just louder.
People don't want to talk about it.
So I guess this is an invitation. If you're out there and you are herpes, I can't even say that without even wanting to laugh. I'm so sorry. I don't normally apologize for these things, but I apologize if I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at your herpes.
Right.
It's herpes in general.
Right. It's a funny word.
So if somebody's listening and you are a herpes advocate and have not had your voice heard, get your ass up and come join us on the show.
Yo, no, legit. First of all, I know people. I legit know people with herpes, and they actually opened my eyes where I don't stigmatize it anymore, right? Because I was so ignorant before meeting them and what it was all about. But I think anybody with a health condition, just to get really serious, people who don't experience it or they haven't encountered it, you don't really know the ins and outs, and there is a lot of ignorance that comes with that.
True.
But they would never come to the show and openly talk about it. But I just think it's so crazy how people are so open to talk about their HIV status, but not their herpes status. So I'm just really, it almost sounds weird saying that, but I don't know. It's just a random thought.
So I guess this is a job for a producer to find us some herpes to bring to the show. I am so sorry. Can you find us some herpes? Can you share herpes? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna stop because I could keep going. Oh my God, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Shut up. Again, we're not making fun of
no.
dealing with the condition. It's just a funny word.
It's to know us. It's to know that we mock everybody.
Right.
There is no limits for us.
Right. I talk about my own stuff and how I'm flaky, and I'm not talking about not showing up somewhere. Like, I'm literally flaky. Like, my skin is flaky. I could never kill anyone because my DNA would be all over the place. You know, there's a strip club out here called the Cheetah, and I thought it was for girls with psoriasis, so I went and tried out. And they told me to get the hell out. So we make fun of everyone. I just want you all to know that, you know. So we're definitely not trying to be hurt.
I just get the urge next time I see you in person, Alicia, to just stand in front of you and go, "That's great."
First of all, that's Tony the Tiger. He has it right.
But we're talking about flakes and Frosted Flakes.
Oh, boom. I didn't even catch that. But they are great.
Oh, my head hurts now. Oh,
you know, my ex-husband, you know, because you can get real flaky depending on how bad your condition is, and you'll have like flakes of dry skin in the bed. And when I was married, like the flakes would get on him and he would hold his arm up and be like, look, I have psoriasis now.
Oh.
Yeah, he was so lame.
Well, talking about making fun of stuff, I guess this is where kind of we're going now. Chris Pettit, who's been a guest on my podcast, and we've remained friends, who is hilarious, who's also a stand-up comic.
Yes.
On a regular basis, he'll post jokes about psoriasis.
Yes, all the time.
On one of his last posts was like, "This weather is really getting to me," and I just responded, I'm like, "Don't worry, you're just going through a dry patch." Yeah, his wife thought it was hilarious.
Oh God, that's so funny. If you all want to connect with Chris, I think his name is Psoriatic Stand Up.
Yes.
With a P.
Yes.
Or Stand Up. No, it's Psoriatic Stand Up.
Psoriatic Stand Up. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's hilarious. He also takes this condition and tries to put some laughter to it. You know, just kind of give you all context. Now, a lot of you all listening probably have some type of chronic condition, or you may not. But living with these conditions can really have a dark side. You feel isolated. You feel embarrassed. So any opportunity where you can take a moment just to laugh at yourself is really liberating, because something that once had us depressed and down, now we can laugh about it and make jokes. And, you know, people aren't able to use stuff against us like they used to, because we're getting to the punchline quicker than you.
Right.
So, you know, it's liberating to be able to do this.
Which, coming back to your topic of choice today about the new year, what's one thing that you would want people to know about psoriasis in 2019 that was not commonly known before?
The one thing that I want people to know is that psoriasis is a very visible disease with internal effects. It not only affects our immune system and causes internal inflammation that just so surfaces on the outer parts of our body, but there's a lot of mental health challenges that we face when it comes to insecurities and not feeling good enough. And even when it comes to intimacy, not to tell all my business, but I had a situation the other week where, you know, I wanted to be intimate with someone, but I'm like, oh my gosh, like my legs are covered. Like psoriasis is my condom. Like it's my birth control, because it protects me from having sex. And psoriasis is not contagious. You can't catch it. No one can get it. It's just in your mind, you just fear being intimate with someone and them judging you, or being grossed out, or throwing your condition up in your face. So that's what I want people to know. Like, this disease affects the whole body, from physical to mental to emotional.
And sometimes I think there's a certain point in your illness cycle, your life, that it's just second nature. Like, you just take your meds, you just put on lotion, whatever it is that you have to do is just normal.
Right.
It's the side effects that get you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because, for instance, today with the weather here, the reason I don't like when it rains, I love listening to the rain, but my joints start hurting. The cold weather, my joints hurt and my whole body's aching. So I'm not even concerned about HIV because that's under control.
Right.
There's no cancer. The ostomy bag is doing fine, but it's the pain in my body. I woke up at a 50% today. And I was like, oh my God. We went to the movies and we like to sit in the very last row. I was dreading, I'm like, those freaking stairs. Like, I do not. But you're right. It's coming up to people, being in a room full of people who are going through the same thing, that you can actually laugh about it.
Right.
While the rest of the world is up in arms protesting, you're being culturally offensive or whatever the words. You're like, I'm going through it. Shut up. Like, I can say this.
Right.
It's like me telling Mexican jokes. I can tell people I'm Mexican. I may sound really good English right now, but I'm Mexican. I can tell a Mexican joke if I want to, damn it.
Right.
That was a little soapbox moment. I'm off of it now.
I love it when you get on your soapbox.
Well, the only reason I get on my soapbox is so I can see you eye to eye, because otherwise I'm basically just looking at
tall jokes. For everyone who don't know me and can't tell from our logo, our graphic, I'm really tall. I'm 6'2". So yeah, I'm a really tall woman.
And I'm 5'6".
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah, it's like Sonny and Cher extreme.
Yeah. Like that, we would never work in a relationship, first of all.
No.
Like, you would need a step stool. You would need a step stool.
I think technically that would be the least of our problems, but put it out there. You know, there's some other facts that we might discuss in this relationship thing.
Oh, gosh. I went out on a date. Well, I wouldn't call it a date. I'm sure he called it a date. But I don't call an outing with any man under 5'7" a date. So we go out, and he's like 5'6". I went to college with him. And everybody was staring at us. And I just felt so conflicted because I'm taller. So I'm like, do I open his doors? Do I walk on the outside of the street?
Do you ask for a high chair?
Do I give him my jacket? Like, it was just too much. It was too much. It was so awkward.
Is this where you tell people it's my security guard?
Listen, it was more like, oh, this is my son. But he loved it. He did not care. He was like, oh, we're all the same height when we're laying down. I'm like, no, sir, because my feet will be hanging off of your full-size bed. So that's not going to work.
Kevin Hart, definitely a no.
You know, there are some advantages to dating short men like Kevin Hart, and I've actually met him in person. Like, they can motorboat you standing up. So, you know, I'm standing, he's standing, and it's just face to chest. And
so when this happens,
you see me, but you can hear.
So when this happens, do people come and tell you, I'm sorry, ma'am, you need to feed your children somewhere?
Oh, God, that's funny. First of all, we live in a society where breastfeeding your child in public should not be ostracized. That's number one.
True.
But I have gotten that a couple of times. So
I just feel like the next time somebody short asks you out, you should really tell them my story of the giraffe and the monkey. And again, one of these references where if you have not been listening to the show, you need to go back and look. And I believe that's what the episode is named, right? The giraffe and the monkey?
I think so.
Yeah. So if you do not know the story of the giraffe and the monkey, and you're like, what about the giraffe? Well, a giraffe and a monkey fall in love. ... Go listen to the show. And that would answer your question. If in an alternate world, Alicia and I were dating, I would be the monkey. Just to put you there. Just so you know, I would be the monkey. Alicia's the giraffe. For those of you listening, if you're my age, I'm 48. If you're my age, you remember that.
You're 48?
Yes.
You are lying.
I am not. I wish I was lying.
Oh my God.
My birthday.
You are lying.
No,
There's no way that someone who can be old enough to be my dad can be that handsome.
Okay, thank you for the handsome. But what?
You definitely could have had me at like 19.
Girl, I could have had you now if I wanted to. But
you look great though. I would have never guessed that you were 48 years old.
Thank you. It's all the protein.
Wait, pause.
For my birthday was
protein are we talking about?
My birthday was December 26th. I just turned 48 years old.
Well, you look absolutely amazing. I mean, God took away from the height because you don't have that, but he definitely added on to the attractiveness.
You know, she can't just give the compliment. She's got to dig in there. Just
You look good though, for real. I would have never guessed that.
Thank you. I really don't do anything but eat tacos and work on my computer all day. So there you go.
Wow. Well, everyone take notes. If you want to look amazingly well at 48, just eat tacos and work on your computer.
I like to tell people that after all the drinking I did in my youth, I'm just pickled now. And I will never age. But Alicia.
Yes.
It's time to go.
Oh, I don't want to go. I feel like so much fun talking about herpes and protein and
protein facials. Okay, with that comment, we're gonna start saying goodbye.
This has been Healthy Humor with Alicia M. Bridges and Daniel G. Garza. Our intention for this show is to bring laughter to topics and subjects that have really had a damper on our lives and have depressed us, but we have found the power to laugh at ourselves and laugh at other people sometimes. So we're not really laughing at you. We're laughing with you. Thanks for tuning in to Healthy Humor. You can check us out on Facebook. You can give us a holler. You can find me anywhere at Alicia M. Bridges. Daniel, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Daniel G. Garza, and you can also look for us on the Healthy Humor page. We are there available to answer any question for you guys. We want to thank our producer for putting up with us. He's mouthing something to us, and speaking to the heart. Yeah, we forget there's other people. We're kind of narcissistic, so
we are.
We accept it. We're gorgeous, and we know it.
And you can also find Daniel at the local taco spot because he loves tacos.
Yes. If I'm not flipping them, I'm eating them.
You know what? I'm not with you. Not tonight. On that note, we are signing off. Good night, everyone.
See you next time.